Hi everyone. We're going to be talking about some ideas that can help you to add some colour to your comping, to your chord voicings. And we're going to be using some examples over major 2-5 in C major. The scale we're going to be using to achieve this is Barry Harris's 6th diminished scale. Now, of course, there's the minor 6th diminished and the major 6th diminished, but for the sake of today's video, at least, we're only going to be looking at the major 6th diminished. So before we get into how to harmonize this scale, let's just take a look at the notes. So we're gonna play it in C. So you've got your root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, flat 6, 6, major 7, root. So we're adding that flat 6 in to your standard major scale. And when you harmonize this, you can get some really nice chord substitutions to use over 2-5-1 chord progressions that can add a lot of motion to your comping. So let's take a look at how you harmonize that scale. So the root, it's a major 6 diminished scale, so of course the root's going to be a major 6 chord. Barry Harris very famously uses major 6 on the tonic chord all the time. So that's our first chord in a scale. The second chord we're going to come to is half diminished. So you're already seeing how it's different from the standard major scale, which is of course major, minor, minor, major, dominant, minor, half diminished, major. We're already diverging from that with this half diminished chord. Well, I'll get into how you can use these as chord substitutions in a minute. The third chord is minor 11. You got an E minor 11 there. Our fourth chord is this F diminished major 7. Then we move to G9 sus. We got an A flat diminished major 7. A minor major, a B half diminished, and then finally again that C major 7 or the C major 6. So let's talk about ways in which you can use these voicings as substitutions over a 2-5-1. A common way this is done is by subbing chords in for the 5 chord. So let's go through. The first one, of course, this C major 7 or C major 6. You can sub that in for the 5 chord, but it's also, of course, a tonic substitution. The second chord, it's D minor 7 flat 5, is enharmonic with the G7, meaning it shares the same notes. So that's going to be a sub for the 5 chord. The third chord here, the E minor 11, is actually just a rootless voicing of a C 6-9 chord. So you can use that as a sub on your 1 chord. This is an interesting one. The F diminished major 7 is going to be a sub for your 5 chord, and that's going to give you a G flat 9 13 voicing as a nice sub for your 5 chord. Again, this G9 sus is of course just a sub of the 5 chord. You've got that, or you could also think of it as a C sus voicing also for the 1 chord. Moving on to the A flat diminished major 7, again you're going to use that as a substitution for the 5 chord with the root on the flat 9 here. So instead of being like a G, like a major triad, in its first inversion, with the flat 9 in the bass as well. Then you got an A minor major 7. that can be quite a colourful voicing to use on the one chord. It's something I sort of steer away from personally, but you can make that work, especially if you're arranging for solo guitar. And then lastly, of course, that B minor 7 flat 5 is going to be another sub for your 5 chord. So let's take a look at how you can put that into action. So like I mentioned, these are often used to add motion to 2-5-1 lines. So for example, instead of comping a standard we can get some motion in. Now on the 2 chord, for example, we can just experiment with a sort of melody line on the top of the chords. So perhaps something like so what we're doing there is we're just using this voicing on the D minor, adding a bit of a melody line in. Then we've got that F diminished major 7, and right there I'm showing how that E minor 11 voicing on the 3rd of the scale, you add the C and it's a C 6-9. Of course it retains the same quality even if you leave the root out, especially if you're playing with a bassist. But again, if the point of this is to add motion to chord progressions by adding multiple substitutions in on a 5 chord, then you get some really nice harmony that you can add. For example, right there you're getting a really nice melody line on top of the chord. And just to slow down and show what I did there, these are all voicings diatonic to this C6 diminished scale. That's just your standard D minor voicing. The A flat diminished major 7, going to the B half diminished and back again, to the F diminished major 7. Like I said, I quite like using those 3 voicings, especially over the 5, to the E minor 7, or E minor 11, sorry, as a sub for the 1 chord, or you could have a major 6 voicing. That 1st chord was the same D minor 7 voicing, but with the 9 in the bass, which is a nice voicing because it's got some quite close harmony here, with the E and the F, of course, being a minor 2nd away from each other. Another nice voicing you can use on a 1 chord is right here, which again is a nice voicing because of the close harmony in the middle, but perfect 5th with the other 2 notes. So a few things about voicings there. Good voicings, you'll hear this in a lot of horn arrangements, have a combination of close harmony and really consonant intervals. And also thinking about alternative scales and chord substitutions can help you to add motion to your lines. So just at the end here, I'll recap those voicings. You get your C major 6, D minor 7 flat 5, E minor 11, F diminished major 7, G9 sus, A flat diminished major 7, A minor major, B half diminished, and then C major 7. You can figure out how to use any of those voicings over a 5 chord. Experiment with it. Let me know how it goes. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I hope that was helpful for everybody. It's sure something that's helped me develop my comping since I've been studying this. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, like the video and subscribe, share it to anybody who loves music as much as you do and wants to learn something new about comping. Stay safe, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Much love to everybody. See you later.